Hello there. How is school going this week? I hope you like history because we are going to go back in time before Jesus was born in the manger. The Israelites had been taken from Jerusalem and were living in a place called Babylon. Years passed 70, and God raised up a new nation and a new king named Cyrus. This king allowed the Jewish people, to the Israelites, to go back to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple, God's house. The temple had been knocked down and destroyed by the Babylonians years ago. Many returned to do just that, rebuild the temple. They had a lot of work to do. You've probably watched a home, a store, a restaurant, or even a school being built. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to get ready and then to build the building. Today we have all kinds of construction equipment like bulldozers and cranes and cement trucks and power tools to get the job done. They didn't have all of that, but they worked with what they had to begin the project. It didn't take long, and along came some people who didn't want the temple rebuilt. They were not very nice about it either. They tried to talk the people out of building the temple, but the work continued. So the bad guys in the story decide to send a letter back to the king describing all the bad things that would happen if the temple, God's house, was rebuilt. The king read the letter and sent back his response. And this is what happened here in Ezra 4:24. Now the construction of God's house in Jerusalem had stopped and remained at a standstill until the second year of the reign of King Darius of Persia. Isn't that sad? The work stopped for almost 15 years. The construction site, there's nothing going on. The bad guys felt like they had won. When they put Jesus, the bad guys, remember this, the bad guys felt like they'd won when they put Jesus in the tomb. We know they didn't win because Jesus walked right out of the tomb 3 days later. It takes a little longer with this story of rebuilding the temple, God's house, but eventually the temple is rebuilt. There are times in our own lives when it looks like the bad guys win. Like this story, it may look like they've won for a very long time, but it won't stay that way. Keep trusting Jesus. The victory is coming. Keep telling others about Jesus. Keep trying to live like Jesus. And thank you